They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared I walk a straight path. Not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared I walk a straight path. Not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback.
Hi everyone, this is Edward of Titan. We are back again with the War Thunder stream. Let me just quickly fix this as always. Oh my, we got 2 likes. And shout out to G-Bro. I am not progressing on Sweden as I would have wanted to. I just got completely fixated with China and developing this freaking challenge over here. 7 away. Okay, so we're close. We're close, but we're opening up. I must say aviation is taking a lot more focus than it used to. I just like flying for some reason. Let's roll. Yo, that's a lot. Okay, at least it falls in line with that. Let's see if we can get it. There you go. The Sweden song's always so slow to start. Just comes back to you. Yeah, so we're still a distance away from the IKV. The dailies are just so much easier to get with aviation. I always just go with aviation if I need to do dailies. Because it's just much easier. I don't know why though. I'm not that good with the dailies on the ground, so I just do aviation. I know which vehicles and everything, so it makes it much easier. But the ground isn't. Sometimes the matches are just difficult, and sometimes you just can't get the result. Let's see. I mean, it's pretty easy in aviation to find the specific. Like if they give you a challenge to shoot down a bomber, shoot down a strike aircraft, or shoot down a fighter, you sort of know where they're going to be. Like, there's no doubt in your head where you're going to find each type of aircraft. You know the strike aircraft's going to be low, you know the bomber's going to be high up, and you know the fighters are going to be somewhere in the middle. So at least you can do that. With ground, it's everything everywhere. A lot more difficult. Although it is that way, I guess. Let's see. I mean, for some people it's ground. For me, it's definitely more air. Air battles are a lot easier to get challenges with. Okay, let's see. I don't see anything over there, which is a bad sign, because that means it could see me. And I have... Oh! Armor so thin it could be taken on by an ambitious can opener. Okay, something's got C point. I didn't even realize C point's been captured. I'm just gonna stay low. See if I can do something like this. As always, if I don't... Am I hearing something? If I don't get this thing to slow down and stop, I've got no chance. Whoa! I get some intelligence for that? It won't give me intelligence. Is that a tank? Yeah, that's a tank. It's like an AML or something. Yep, it's a light vehicle. Okay, he's looking at the ridge. I'm scared he's going to be able to turn his turret fast enough. Yes! I needed that. I needed that, I promise you. Let's see. I'll scout, man. I'll scout. As long as you guys keep me alive, I will scout whatever needs to get scouted. Okay, let's just decap, because I don't trust this vehicle. I'm just going to decap. Okay. Yo, when it wouldn't go down, I was like, huh? For a moment, I thought there was somebody else on the spot. Because it took a while for the decap to kick in. Let's see. Is it decap? Yeah, it's decap. Beautiful, beautiful. Ooh. Okay, I don't see him. I don't see him. I don't see him. Ooh. Hey, what? I'm looking over there. I don't see anything. Please don't suddenly get shot, because I've got a feeling I'm about to get suddenly shot. Okay. Decap successful. I don't see anything. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take this spot. Because nobody seems to be coming. Okay. But we are very wide open over here. Just look at that. We're very wide open. We got no cover. Everybody is shot to pieces, it seems. Because there's not a lot of us left on the map. What the frick's going on? It's weird. Okay, I need to not move. That's the main trick. If I can just not move. Both for firing and for staying alive. Ooh. I feel it. I'm so sure I'm hearing an engine. It causes stress. I don't know where it comes from. Okay, let's see. Nothing over there, nothing over there. At least we stopped losing tickets. Hey! That's one thing. No, there's nothing over there. Let's see. There's nothing! And we got 3 lives. That's beautiful. Let's quickly just get to the side. Like, I'm either in for the shot of a lifetime or I'm gonna flank awesomely. Hey! Shot of a lifetime! But he missed. He missed my vitals. Are you kidding me? I was pressing shoot and everything. That's the problem. If this thing had the armor to withstand machine gun fire, I would have gotten those shots off. I'd already started clicking, but just too late with the ping. The ping's killing me. Let's go. Make sure something suspicious happened there. Do you realize? Oh! Nope. Okay. He's got. This dude wants silver lions. He's rolling a sig in 8.0. He's hungry for cash. That's what that is. You just want cash, man. You don't want to win. I mean, you got a shot, but you got a much smaller shot using a 1.0. I think it's a 1.3. Than just the good old solid 8. From the sky, for goodness sake. And from so far away. Okay. Middle finger to you. Let's dive. Let's go. This thing's got a tail like a fish. Every time it catches me, it looks so... It looks... It's like those... Every decade, cars get more angular. And then for another decade, they get more smooth. And they get more angular, and then they get more smooth. They keep... Like, the 80s was angular, the 90s was smooth. The 2000s was slightly more angular, but not really. And in 2010, it kicked up again. And now... I'd say they still make them pretty angular, but more with a round features. But it's the same with this. This plane looks like the round era, because the wings are so freaking fishy. They look like fish fins. All nice and curvy. It's not streamlined like the F-104. F-104 looks like a pencil. It really does. I think the proportions doesn't even look like a plane. It looks more like a missile than a plane. Let's see. Hey, I see you. I see what you're doing. If one of those hit me in the face, I'll be in big trouble. Okay, thank goodness I'm fast. Problem is, am I fast enough? No, I'm not fast enough. Even this thing is not fast enough to get friggin' away from the AAA. How is that anti-air doing it that fast? How's it turning that fast? My goodness, shout out to Smemian. I'm about to get shot by this thing. You can just hear the bullets desperately chasing me. Like, he wants that. You want that, but you're not gonna get it that easily. I'm still surprised he got the first hit anyway, because this thing's supposed to be fast. Like, pretty fast. And yet that still happened. He got my fin. Nasty. Okay, it didn't go through. Oh man, I don't think it went through. Nah, that's not an exit wound. Exit wound's usually bigger than the entry wound anyway, so it would have been bigger than that. Okay. It stopped in there somewhere, and the jet engine seems to have taken the beating. That is perfectly fine. I hope you recover. I was sick a few weeks back, and I still think back to that because I lost a whole weekend. I think it was either 2 or 4 weeks ago, and I was just like, oh, I still feel it, that loss. Because I wanted to do so much that weekend. I think it was 4 weeks ago, now that I think about it. Pretty sure. So yeah, I mean, sometimes, at least the freaky thing is spring is like 2 days away, and it doesn't fully feel like it. Yeah, something went wrong there. I think the lack of the flaps. That was a machine gun! How the heck was that a machine gun? Yeah, the one flap that was busted definitely affected my... I shouldn't have dropped flaps. I didn't think that would happen. I know if you drop flaps, it can happen like a little bit of distortion, or sometimes severe, but I don't think it would be that severe based on the size of it. There's a tank in there. I think a tank was looking at me. It was probably like, nah, he's still gonna have the spawn cover. Oh, I didn't mean to hit you, bro. Let's see. That's air targets. That's not a good sign. What the frick? Where were the air targets when I was up in the sky? Oh. Oh no. Let's just see. Okay, they're capturing A. I'm not at A. I'm at C. Which is still an enemy point. Aye! Literally, I just saw this flash and that was it. This was not a good match. This, if anybody's like, hey man, Ed, why do you play air? This is why. This is why I play air for my dailies. I think, because rank 4, it was more of a shift towards ground. It seems like I'm getting the hang of air more these days. Let's see. Although the other good thing about air matches is when you do bad, it's over quickly. Unless you crash. If you crash very early, they give you a penalty. But otherwise, you can get in and out pretty fast. That's the one good thing about air matches. Well, not the one, but one of the good things about air matches. You can get in and out quite fast. Especially with a good plane. Well, I'm about to go KI-3 with the Chinese air team. It's going to be good. It's going to be real good. I like the KI planes. Like the Japanese KI planes are pretty good, except I don't like either the 44 or the 43. One of them has a very unpleasant way that when I want to get the nose down, the air fights you so hard that you literally shift out like to the left or the right. It messes you up. So I don't like its way of dogfighting. It's not sufficiently maneuverable for me, at least. That's just a weird feature. Is that a good old? Yeah, that's a good old IKV. There's quite a few of them. There's quite a few. What the frick? Oh, that's an AMX. Okay, I almost thought it was 3 IKVs. Let me just see how many we got. One, we got 2. Okay, it's just the 2. Oh, it's over there. Okay, thank you for whoever taught me how this works. China, okay. We're going against US and Soviets. Oh, I don't really want to go up against the Soviets. They tend to be pretty decent in this level, at this rank. Those Soviet heavies. Let's see. Okay, they're capturing C point. I don't see a single tank. Because otherwise I would document it for the documentary cruise. I am very scared of getting shot right now. I'm just going right through this area, not really looking ahead of me, and hey, somebody could come up and get me. No, not gonna give any attention. You will not have my attention. Let's see. Actually, oh, he's up. He dropped something. Hey! Where? Oh my god. Well, good to see. Shot's basically a friggin' Centurion as well. Like, I'll need to knock the rust off. I clearly need to knock the rust off. Like, it's not all there. My goodness. That shows you what happens if you prioritize air for a while. Which is every single week. Because when I do my dailies, I prioritize air. It's much easier. Let's see. Ooh, that was hard. You could just see the impact from that shot. It's like hit him in the face. Terrible. Worst things, I can't scout either. And they're capturing B. That's even worse than that. What the frick? Let's see. Nothing over there. Nothing over there. Please don't shoot me. I'm just a peaceful, armored vehicle moving around here. Please, man, I don't mean you no harm. I just want to move through here and get to the B point. And then hostilities can commence. They're taking every single point, even the A point with us right there. Where is he? I briefly saw him. Let me just try and snuggle up to this house. Hopefully before he sees me. I'm hearing something. Oh! That did not work out well. How on earth he knew that long? I think I'm smoked. Good avatar, but I think... What? How? How? This is one of the worst starts I've had. How the heck am I still given enough spawn points to engage? That's nuts. That makes no sense. I mean, thank you system for giving me the chance, but I've literally just gotten shot twice. Maybe they give a chance to players who get shot abnormally quickly. Maybe that's what they're doing. Let's see. Aim. Bonk. Okay. I'm gonna go hide in between these houses, because usually when I'm trying to snipe them from a distance, these houses help them out a lot. So let's see. Although I rarely engage on this side of the map, so I'm not used to the contours that are going to be against me. Let's see. Don't see nothing. Don't see nothing. Oh, neither did he. So at least there's that. At least I don't have to feel that bad. Okay, let's see. Hey. Uh-oh. Where are... Oh! Darn it. Hey! This is really proving difficult. I can't see him at all. Like, I can see the tow missiles and cables and stuff fly. Hey! Okay, that I can see. I'm gonna get shot from the side probably. Just trying to engage this one. Yo, okay. Man, you know you struggle when it's that hard to take down a light vehicle. But I think my shells just kept going through him. This would have been, yeah, if somebody, this would have been a time to actually do HE rounds. Right before that. A game. This is the A team coming out, that's for sure. They are smoking us left, right, and center. Okay, center's holding, but frick. Just get those days. Those days where it is a beat down. This is definitely one of them. 20 minutes in and absolutely curb stomped for every minute of it. I haven't gotten a single kill since the start. I don't think so. It's just been stomped and stomped and stomped. Okay. Let's not get... Ooh, no. Let's not gauge too fast. Oh my! Shout out to Jacob Splat. I don't think you'll be very impressed by what's going on here. We are just getting demolished. That's the only word that seems applicable to what's going on over here. Like, they are just every match so far. I think this is the third one. Third or second one. I think third. They are just absolutely crushing us. Like, dang. Okay, well, numbers-wise, it doesn't look that bad, but I'm getting absolutely stomped, and I'm almost halfway through the friggin' team list, so that's not a good sign. If I'm saying I'm getting demolished, and I'm placing middle of the team, that's not a good sign at all. Let's see. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. There's bombs over there. How did I not get the A point yet? Oh, there was one last desperate defender. I don't think that was the one with the Sheridan. I think the Sheridan's at the C point. Or somewhere. Maybe there's another Sheridan. No! All I want's the A point. I'm not going to focus on the C point right now. I'm going to look for smoke everywhere. Smoke and tanks. Tanks tend to make smoke. Powers of deduction are finding me some more clues. Okay, it's nothing but stop. That is where the spawn comes from. Hey! I was just about to say so, we're gonna have to look here somewhere. Let me try and crest over the hill. Nope. Would have been cool, would have been real cool. Wow! How do we do so well? What the heck is that? Why is he shooting over there? Something over there? Just make sure. Okay, before they shoot us from there. Yes! Thank goodness I had my range preset. It's actually pretty amazing that we managed to beat them back. Because tickets wise, they look like they're absolutely demolishing us, which they are. They are doing so much better. But we seem to have caught up. Somehow. I think it's just because of whoever's on number one. Our number one is practically breaking his back. Like these three. Our top three are practically cracking their spines, keeping our team afloat. Which they seem to have succeeded in, by the way. Yes! Did I get his gun breach? Not enough. Not enough! That is one tough mantlet. That is a freaking tough mantlet. I shot him straight on it and it was still not enough. These saber rounds are strong, but that US heavy tank mantlets are just that much stronger. Promise I'm gonna see the fuse going up for that. Please repair fastest fed. Oh, there you go. I am shocked we won this. I am truly shocked. I thought we were completely destroyed. Here we are. They ruined Normandy. No beaches anymore. It's right next to you. You can see the city is wrecked, even though it's on a different map. Like the fallout and everything's just over the city. It's everywhere. Just dust and fire. Like the housing prices in that area are going to drop 2% from this. It's freaking terrible. How are they going to survive? Like having a nuke drop in your city tends to have that effect. It's devastating. It didn't even rise. It just went down by 2%. It's freaking crazy. Let's see. Because a plague would it would only go up by 3. But nah, there's a nuke. It can even go down. Who knew? Okay, so it's 45. That is still a way to go. I wanna get to aviation, people. I really do. So I need to get some good It's like I just jinxed myself. Why this map of all? I was about to say I need to get some good matches, and it gives me the map I do the worst on. I don't think I do worse on a single map. This is so... It's like so lopsidedly the worst map that I perform on. Have I even... Okay, I have gotten a kill on this map, now that I think back. It's not that bad. It's still pretty bad. Dude, there's no D point here, there's only death. That's all there is on this point. Like, it's literally doom. That's all this map is to us. Let's see. I'm just going to try and use the trenches and get to the B point area. And here's the thing. I've never survived on this map long enough to figure out what to actually freaking do. Like where to snipe from. I don't know. A map like this, you typically just get on a crest and shoot. But every time I've done that, I've gotten shot so fast I can't even figure out where to aim. So I'm going to see if there's a way to figure out if I get closer to the middle of the map. The problem is it's a freaking wide open map with hills everywhere and players that seem to have 16 eyes and know every single nook and cranny of this place that are my enemy. And I need to try and figure out how to fight in this map. And I'm surrounded if I'm in the middle. It makes it so much worse, but I have to do it. Like if I don't do it, I'll never ever figure out how to fight in this map. Because so far I haven't. So far I am just getting crushed every single time I play this. And that it has to stop. Like at some point it has to end. I'm gonna have to be super careful because... Okay, because this map everything looks the same. It's hard to even orient yourself. So I'm looking west on this map right now. Because I'm feeling like I'm looking south. That's what I tell you. It's confusing on so many levels. Because there's so little that's actually discernible as different. Hey! Everything looks the freaking same. Makes it so much more difficult to actually see where you're aiming at. And where to even expect the enemy to come from. Like, where the frick am I going to expect them to come from on a place like this? It's just open it's basically Snow Hill. Snow Hill. Look to the right, Snow Hill. Look to the left, building. Okay, at least there's something different. Look to the right, Snow Hill again. Oh man, that's all this map is. So there's nothing that I can really lock into my brain as a feature that I can actually use to orient myself or orient where the enemy's coming from. It is a very confusing place. And what's frustrating is it seems like the enemy live here 24/7. Because every time I fight on this map, the enemy team just, they know. Hey! It took forever for the suspension to stop, to lift up. That was so annoying. Okay, we survived, sort of. Well, we got one. I'm not gonna lie, it is miraculous that I got that one because my guns just wouldn't lift as they usually refuse to, and I just started shooting anyway, and it seems, I don't know if I blinded the player, at least briefly, but it worked long enough for me to actually get my shot off. So yeah. Oh man, shout out to Joel Poikolainen. It's very good to see you again. Still sick. Oh, everybody is sick for some reason. Well, I'm hearing a lot of sick people, but it's going well. Spring is only 2 days away. Did he shoot me through the scaffolding? Oh, he shot me from that side, so he was following me. Okay. Hey! Oh, frick. Let's see. Yeah, look, there's something important over there on the side of his tank, and I can't see it. It's freaking terrible. But yeah, at least, you know what, I can't even say at least. This is a crazy difficult map to master because, as I said, it's hard to discern where you're looking at or where they could even come from. This map, everything looks so similar to everything else. It is a hard map to get a hang of. And the thing that frustrates me so much is it feels like the enemy knows this map better than the back of their hand. Not even like the back of their hand. Better than. Because they just come around from every corner like, hey man, whoop, and you're like, how did you know? How did you know that? It doesn't make any sense. So that's how I feel about this map. The enemy always seems to know every single little detail about this place. And I'm completely clueless. I'm just like, how did you know that? How could you possibly be there at that exact point? It just makes no sense. To give the enemy team the beans. No! No! No bean! Can't give him. It's like the scene where friggin' Gohan wants to give the sensu bean to Videl. No bean! There will be no bean. What the frick you talking about? Return to the battlefield. I'm on the battlefield, my friend. Don't deceive me like this. At least it allowed me a little illegal action, it seems. Because they might not be expecting me to come from here. Let's see, is that alive? I need to be very... I can see they are wrecks, but I am very open to the possibilities of deception. So, hey! Oh! How did he know? This is... how did he know? That is such an unusual angle to be looking at. And he seemed to just be looking at me all the time like he was like, ah, here he comes. This map. This map makes me believe in the possibility of telepathy. It's just insane. I don't think it's the play. It doesn't make sense how they line it up so perfectly from the most random places and angles. I literally came from an area that was returned to base. That was supposed to be out of bounds. How? How was he looking exactly there? It just doesn't make any sense. Is there some sort of a radar hack on this game? How the frick did he do it? Power equations. Sounds like differential equations. They're extremely useful. Oh my. And we got 4 likes. Differential equations and... if I recall, it's like what? Laplace. Is it Laplace equations or just differentiation and integration? But they're extremely useful. Like mathematics is essentially a way of, well, Euler's number is just crazy. I freaking love Euler's number. Like just the idea of a number that differentiated form is equal to the form to the number itself, something like that. Basically, it is equal to the rate at which it transforms. It's just a pretty cool concept, like that, along with pi. But pi is old. Pi is old school. Euler's number is a little bit newer. But yeah, the mathematicians invented some crazy stuff. What the frick? I was recovering. Okay, let's see. Is he still alive? He's still alive? He's still alive? Okay, no, he doesn't seem to still be alive. This one? Okay. Oh, ooh, that's a thin one. I got through some of it. Yes! Okay, this seems to be at least a good map for this thing as Cass. The heck? Okay, is that my stream? That's my smoke. My smoky trail. Please regain control. Like, we need you back in the seat, bro. We're still on the map? No, I think we're off the map. Is he there? Where is he? I don't see him. I don't see him. Is there enemy plane? No, but that's one thing I would say. Math, especially what's it called? Not correlation. There's a word for it. Darn it! I can't remember what the word is. It's like approximation. It's basically the method of sort of getting the right answer. For the life of me, I can't remember what it is. It's a form of differential equation. Not differential equation, numerical method. But I can't remember the name. I wish I remembered the name right now. Ooh. But yeah, there are a lot of useful mathematical techniques. Especially with regard to advanced physics. Advanced physics is basically math applied to phenomenon. It's pretty useful. I am trying to remember what the name is of the term. I just know it's something similar to approximation. What the heck is that word? It's gonna sit in my head if I don't get it. It's a very simple word. I just can't remember what the name is for it. Numerical analysis. I hate it when this is what they call the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. My conscious mind is busy playing War Thunder and trying to think of a word. My subconscious mind most likely already has the word, but it can't communicate and break through the stress level of my conscious mind. That's why it's just sitting in my head. I'm like, I can feel it's trying to come to the front, but it's just not. That is, there's a book by Malcolm Gladwell about that called Blink. Your subconscious mind is much faster than your conscious mind. But the problem is communicating between the two is a lot more difficult because your conscious mind is busy with way more difficult things. So I'm just I'm irritated because I know the answer is there. It's just not coming to the front. I'll probably remember it by the end of the stream. It's just frustrating. Beautiful. It's not just that. Maths is always weird because maths is very selective in language. Like, the overwhelming majority of my math I did not do in English, so most English math terms I'm completely unfamiliar with. It just sounds weird in my head. Whereas advanced math, I did that in English, so I'm pretty much fine doing that. But basic math, like subtraction, division, that stuff, those terms are completely alien to me. I'm generally trying to remember what that name is. It's the sad thing is it probably does sound a lot like either calibration or approximation or correlation or something like that, but it's just not snapping into place. But yeah, I always say maths is always super useful. Especially if you learn maths as it applies to compound interest. That's the most useful thing. Mathematics as applied to finances is one of the most useful features in the modern world, I would say. Oh my! Shout out to the rookie 6666. I don't know. There's one at every engine, if I remember correctly. And there's probably one every town. So I'd say like maybe 8,000 if I had to guess roughly. Oh, yeah, you freak. Double burger with cheese. Okay, only a few left in the UK. Thank you. I thought when I was reading that, I thought I was going to say South Africa. I was like, no. Wimpy double burger with cheese. Oh my! Because Wimpy patties are the best patties. The second you taste them, you're like, this is like genuine, 100% no nonsense beef. Yo. Now my mouth's watering. Just the thought of the Wimpy double burger with cheese, with the Wimpy chips, and the... If I had to guess, like there's a lot of Wimpy. Wimpy! Do you mean like restaurants or the whole thing? Because Wimpy's supposed to be a lot of them. But then if you have the double burger with cheese... Especially if they have the onion, the soft cooked onion on top. Oh, and then you have the chips with the wimpy tomato sauce. Best way to get heartburn ever. Oh, that's delicious. That was the good stuff. That as well as Spurs barbecue and ranch sauce. Seriously, I would struggle to describe. I mean, yeah, Wimpy is technically fast food, but it's more... Wimpy sort of just fell in with everybody else. When McDonald's and... more McDonald's became popular in South Africa, Wimpy fell into the rhythm. They didn't have drive-thrus or anything like that before. Just made really good meat. Really good burgers. And breakfast food. Basically, the Wimpy's role in South Africa is whenever you stop at a fuel station late at night or very early in the morning, because they're usually open, and oh, you can get the best breakfast or dinner. Just freaking amazing. That is one robust vehicle. I don't think I would have gotten a Kubel Blitz even if I tried. It's like the Skink German version. Skunk. But I think we can still win this. Let me see. I think we've got a good chance at winning if we can just not have any fatalities and just hold on to the points. Although they're probably going to try and take the C point. But yeah, Wimpy is very popular in South Africa. It's, I don't know how many decades, probably 60, 70 years old. Maybe. I've got no idea what Jack in the Box is. But I wouldn't even say so. Like, Wimpy's very unique. I don't know what they do with their burgers, but the meat you can just taste it. It is very like quality, very I don't know. You'd say it never saw a freezer. That's how it tastes. It just tastes so genuine. They don't make massive burgers, but they make fairly big ones. Okay. Let's see. I'll never forget when Domino's came to South Africa. I was like, you got some balls. I couldn't believe when I saw that, because South Africa's got intense pizza chain competition with local pizza chains. I was astonished that anybody from overseas would even try. Oh. Keep shooting! The fire means it's working. Yes! Uh-oh, I didn't get him. Just keep going. He will be scared off by our bravery. So yeah, no. Like, here's the thing. Because if it's not Wimpy in South Africa, it's probably not as good as Wimpy in South Africa, because I've had Nando's. Nando's is also a South African brand. In New Zealand, and they're not as good as Nando's in South Africa. I took the hottest sauce I could get, the habanero. Why are you even looking at this bottle sauce? And it was still not as hot as extra hot Nando's in South Africa. I was like, oh man. I never used to like hot food until I started eating Nando's extra hot, because somebody said they'd pay for my food if I ate it extra hot. I'm like, okay. And then I got a liking for it. I got a liking for the extra hot food. Let's see. Like, I might be the doom of my team. Hey! Yes! Oh! I can't believe I got that done. I don't know if they do or if it would be as strong. But it's just something about the blend of the sauce, because it's Portuguese chicken. So it's the blend of Portuguese chicken spice and just the outright burn. It's not the same as Indian food. It's not the same as Mexican food. It's not the same. It's a very unique burn. It's like a combination of pepper and lemon. But man, it's good stuff. You eat it with, like, your sinuses clear up. Your nose starts running and your eyes start tearing up and you're just like, this is the most delicious food. It's a unique experience. Oh my goodness, shout out to Mikal SSOC. I've had this, yes, the spicy sweet chili Doritos. It was the 4th brand to come into South Africa. South Africa had the cheese and the sour cream flavor with the first 2 Doritos to hit the market. The 3rd one was salsa barbecue, which was freaking awesome. And then sweet chili came after that. And I was sad that salsa barbecue went away, because it was salsa barbecue was very delicious and didn't burn as much. Sweet chili, the first time I ate the sweet chili Doritos, it felt like it was gonna burn my nose off. It was like, and then you get used to it. But that first time was like, frick. It was strong. That was delicious. Let's see. I got some Arctic camo. I think so. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to shoot light tanks and medium tanks. I did get Cool Ranch in New Zealand from what I can recall. It was like, it was this blend bag that had like this weird film in between, or light film in between. And one half was ranch. The other half was like buffalo. I think it was buffalo wings and ranch. And the ranch was very yummy. It was very yummy. It was mild combined with the occasional buffalo wings. This is the most random stream. I'm talking about Dorito flavors. But it's still good. It's good to reminisce. What would be an example of Polish food? Because the closest I would say would be derived would be... but I don't think it would be the same. Because Butterwurst is derived from German Bratwurst. As far as I know, so I don't think that'll be similar. Let's see. Oh my! Shout out to Srinivas Chilakala. It is good to see you over there. Oh! I don't blame you. I don't blame this one. I literally spawned in right in front of him. He didn't even know. He was just like, what's this thing? Nice. Uh-oh. I'm actually taking a huge risk doing this. I'm not even... Let me swerve. Let me swerve. Because I've had enough of this. I've had enough of the bad luck. I just know the artillery's going to drop early and... Hey! I'm going to wreck my freaking tank. If you can call this a tank. Huh. I don't think I've had that. I won't forget, because we did go through Poland. We did have Italian food. I was astonished by at least Italian restaurant food. I was very, very shocked by how little spice genuine Italian food has compared to like the overseas variants. Like the spaghetti had little spice, the pizza had little spice, everything had very little spice. So that surprised me, because I love pasta, I love spaghetti, I love pizza, but I make it definitely a lot more spicy and flavorful than the ones we had there. So that we had. I had French food, which French food surprised me like crazy, because I've never had meat that was both raw and burnt at the same time. That was a new experience. It was burnt on the outside and raw on the inside. I was like, what the frick is this? That was weird. And apparently they're quite temperamental about that. I had family that did that as well. They came to France on a tour and they were like, this meat's raw. And then they wanted to heat it up. And the chef actually came out and said, I refuse to do it because it'll ruin my reputation. I think the French just like raw beef. Or way more rare than, I don't know, other people. So we had some of that. But French wine's good stuff, Italian wine's good stuff. Bordeaux! like with some Bordeaux and Chianti. Chianti's freaking awesome. Let's see. If I recall correctly, when I was in Poland, I got some of their candies. The candies were yummy. Yes! You thought you could get away from me? No! Let's see, drop it over there. He's coming. Got good space. They like to get the runs. Well, it's a good way to get off work. Like, I'm sick again. Again? It's the third time this week. What the frack? Let's see. Term 3. He's insulting the term 3. You guys throw parties with friends over there. I don't know if it'll make profit, but it'll be interesting. I had the funkiest idea today, actually, with regard to a show. You know, sometimes in shows and movies they add small promos for products. Like they'll just add a product placement or something. For some reason, I got the idea in my head. What if somebody said, nah, I'm not gonna just do small inserts. They turn like 80% of the movie or 80% of the TV show into an ad, and they make the best special effects possible, the best plot imaginable. They get A grade, triple A, freaking S grade, the best show you can possibly think of. But the plot is only 20% of the show and 80% is in-show product placements. So then they'll have random fight scenes and the one guy will get wounded and he'll be like, if only I was wearing my shield 24-hour protection, it would. And they're like, stop adding ads in my show. And then they just keep doing that. But you're so enticed by how good the show is that you can't help but keep watching. That would be the funniest concept. They're like, this show's had 5 seasons because it just keeps adding ads in. That would be a crazy concept. Oh man, shout out to Thunder Ace. The channel's growing beautifully. That sounds very good. But for some reason I had that idea and it just wouldn't leave my head. Just because of I can just see the frustration in people watching the show, just wanting to like see the closure. And constantly getting smothered with like ads for laundry detergent and toothpaste and all sorts of stuff, and it's like, I can't take this anymore, but I want to see the end of the show. It's annoying. What? Where is he shooting from? He's invisible. I have no idea where he shot from. I had no idea where he shot from. Yeah, that's the. I shouldn't give them ideas. That's very likely. Like it's almost assured. It's almost certain. Ooh. Yeah, they always seem to find a way to make the worst things possible. Okay. Never seen those. I don't think it's local. I don't think it's here. Okay, please last. Like smoke cloud, please last just a little bit longer. Oh, I think I'm in the clear. Beautiful. Uh-oh. I think that's one of those. Is it a Rakan Automat? Yes! Oh, you know how I survived? My armor. That's all my armor's fault. That's all thanks to my armor. My armor made me survive that. That was insane. That was absolutely insane. Oh, was it the one with where they had to play CSI characters? Because I've never watched Supernatural. I just know I knew somebody or know somebody that watched the whole show, and I'd occasionally watch an episode or two with them. And one of them was I think it was the Trickster, where they had to like go through different shows. One was a Japanese game show that was hilarious, and the other one was CSI, where they kept taking their sunglasses off and saying catchphrases. That was crazy funny. That was a good series. For somebody who didn't even really watch it, that was a good series. Let's see. Oof. Do I still have sightlines? Fantastic. That's all I really want. Just give me some sightlines. Okay, I don't see anything approaching. This is actually quite good because we've got a smoke. cloud covering people. We're all capturing the point, and I'm able to see. This is like the best possible outcome. Yeah, that was freaking awesome. I like that. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's nothing there, but I'm feeling it. I'm hearing something to the... Oh, it might be our anti-air vehicle. So I want to say I'm hearing something to the left, but there's an anti-air vehicle going there. What? Okay, that's us. Please no bomb. That's actually a good little hutch to hide in. But because of those hills at the front, it's not got a large firing zone. Okay, let's keep going, let's keep going, let's keep going. Okay, just stop over here and just take a look. Just take a look. You always have to take a look, make sure. Hey! What the heck? Yo, it's a mouse, people. People, it's a freaking mouse. Just keep shooting. Like, at the very least, I can give him the finger as I go down. And hope that I can hurt him more. Mouse! I don't think I'm gonna get any of his crew. Oh, there you go. Yes! Keep going! Okay, he's angling, just give me half a second. Yeah! That had to hurt. That had to hurt. Come on, take it! Take it! Where's his ammo? Oh, dang it! How to deal with anxiety? Anxiety's rough. Anxiety is rough because it struggles to go away. For me, it was identifying the source of the anxiety. Aim for the turd ring. Oh, sorry about that, Rookie. I was so fixated on just shooting. I got it in one like seminar the other day. They said anxiety is a combination of powerlessness and lack of control, something like that. Basically, you can see things that are a problem to you are outside of your ability to control. So the easiest thing to do is make a realistic assessment of what you can control. The best example of not so much anxiety, but of the human mind is a, once again, brain blank. Let's see. I want to say his surname was Newman, but I can't fully remember. But is one of the survivors of the concentration camps, and he said he went through a severe process of disempowerment. Obviously, going through such a experience, he basically said at a point he realized he had absolutely no control over anything, not even his own body. He was completely disempowered, and then something in him realized he still has the power or the control to choose, because I think humanity, choice is a massive role in humanity. He knew he had the ability to choose how he felt. Just the knowledge that they could never take away his ability to choose how he felt gave him the hope to endure. And he had apparently an unusually upbeat attitude right up until he was freed from the camps at the end of the Second World War. I just can't remember his name. Let me see. But it was... No, not that. I can't remember his surname. But he was... can choose how you feel. Something... I just can't remember the name of him. Viktor Frankl. There you go. I'm pretty sure it was Viktor Frankl. Let me just quickly see. But so he's a very good example of the fact that even though a lot of life is outside of your control, you have the ability to control how you feel and how you react to it. Because that's also Stephen Covey's book of 7 habits of highly blah 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 blah, blah influential people, or how to um, 7 habits of highly successful people. He said the difference is being proactive instead of being reactive. So do not allow the world, because the world is chaos, do not allow the world to affect how you feel or how you plan, at least to whatever degree that you can. Always a degree that you get knocked too much by the world to actually negate it completely, but you can still choose how to react. Because that's the proactive mindset. The reactive mindset is the I am a complete victim of circumstance. The world is just bashing me around in every which way. And the problem, as accurate as it might be to have that viewpoint, it's not constructive. That's the problem. And when you're dealing with adversity or problems to overcome, you don't want to have a mindset, even though it's accurate, that isn't constructive, because you need to build your way out of a problem. So yeah, that's, I think, just finding how you can deal with something, and also ultimately realizing the overwhelming majority of challenges in life, they are not the end of you. They will not undo you. You can endure, you can survive any challenge. That is a big part of overcoming. It's just knowing that you can. No challenge is greater than the individual being challenged. That's something what this one YouTuber, I think Dan Locke, said that when he was losing a lot of money, and then he just realized ultimately, and nothing that he did was working, and then he just came to a point where he said, well, whatever happens, this will not undo me. Like, I will recover from this, I will endure, and I will come out the other side. So yeah, I think that's probably the best way to endure any form of hardship, is just realize it's almost like Lord of the Rings. I think it's a... Wait, I don't think it's a deleted scene. I think it was close to being a deleted scene in the last movie, where Gandalf just tells Pippin that how to fight evil is not so much great deeds, but just the ordinary little good things everybody do, or everybody does. That's usually how to turn the darkness away. Yeah. Because I didn't ever really struggle with anxiety, but I have gotten some challenges recently that were difficult. And ultimately, it was the powerlessness. The powerlessness is a severe, in my opinion at least, the powerlessness of a situation is a massive component of anxiety. At least that's how I feel about it. You see? He over there? Oh, he's over there, people. He's over there causing trouble. You just see, bonk. Get him. Is he already smoked? I think he's already smoked. Dang it. Oh man, and shout out to German Tank Enjoy. I'm sorry, I went into a whole ramble over there. I didn't even give you a shout out yet. Let's see. Yeah, let me just make him clear it. Yes. Just quickly getting this article here. Let me just make sure I've got the correct person. I think I have the right person. I'm pretty sure I have the right person. Viktor Frankl. Because he made a great insight of how to overcome that. Well, not so much. Maybe not overcome, but endure it. Let's see. Oh, we had massive rain that suddenly just came in. It's like there's one scene in Forrest Gump where he says that big old fat rain in Vietnam. That's how it felt like. The drops are just massive. You can really hear them knock on the roof. We had like a few showers of that. That was like, and then what's it called? Just chill again. It was up and down. Let's see. Ooh, let's see. Very good. Oh, New Zealand's weather is so good for plants. It's crazy. I had to wood chip all my like garden beds. I had to wood chip all of them just to keep the weeds at bay because they grow so fast that you, as a person, you cannot keep up with the weeds. Now you will physically exert yourself into some sort of a friggin' broken arm or broken hand or some sort of a condition because there's just so many of them. So I had to literally wood chip most of the garden beds just to stop weed growth. I don't use the weed barrier because what happens, a lot of people here use the weed barrier layer that they put underneath. I didn't necessarily feel the water. I'm pretty sure it would have been. I mean, feel the ground, but I'm pretty sure it would have been. Like, it was hard rain for a minute, and then it went away, and then for another minute, and then it went away. There was like a few surges, but it was definitely good for the plants. Like my celery is growing well. But yeah, if a lot of people put up the barrier for weeds, it's horrible. It keeps the weeds out for a while. Like, sorry people, whoever invented the barrier, it's a good idea at first. But the second a weed gets through that barrier and its roots dig into the barrier, you got problems. You got enormous problems. The situation just got so much worse when that barrier gets pierced by the roots and the roots actually dig into the barrier. Because what happens then is when you pull the that I don't know. But when you pull the weed out, its roots rip out like 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter of the layer. So it ruins everything. So I rather use wood chips, and I was quite happy because there was a YouTube channel of a very old gardener, and he was like, hey man, use the wood chips, don't use the barrier. And I'm like, thank you, old man, thank you. That's exactly what I want to do. I'm just so glad my plan has been validated by somebody with experience. So that felt good. Okay, something big is in this area. Like, dang, I can hear him. Whoa, there's something going over there. Something small moved through there. Ah, it's going well. I would say, did I get a kill yet? Nah, I got an assist. I'm getting bad network connection for some reason. But no, it's very good for the plants. I literally, every day, at least now that spring and summer is coming back, I actually have the ability to go out and pick like rocket leaves from one of my planters. Frick, awesome. SM103! Woo! I can I literally have enough from one planter box to make a salad every day with rocket and kale. So it grows well. Although that being said, I don't make a salad every single day of the week, but like 2 to 3 days of the week. So that's still pretty impressive. Like the plants grow fast. So it's good stuff. Let me see. Yeah, I link Viktor Frankl in there. I get ups and downs. Like when I got sick a few weeks back, I was friggin' sad about that because I really needed that weekend. Like I needed that weekend. It was a lot of stuff that I planned to do, and it was ruined by me being not just sick, but like feverishly sick. So I was down in the dumps. I still am a little bit down in the dumps about that because it was just such a important weekend that I friggin' lost. So I haven't exercised or a few stuff like that because I usually try to keep a plan. I'm gonna have to get back into the rhythm of that again. So keeping plans also helps. Uh-oh. Keep shooting. Uh-oh, he got my other one. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so the propane torches, I don't think so, but I have seen a lot of people just drop poison. And I'm like, I don't want to drop poison. I don't like chemically affecting the ground. I literally only, for the first time ever, I actually started using fertilizer. I didn't really want to use fertilizer. And then I saw this video about growing tomatoes out of bottles. And the dude, he actually grew tomatoes out of a single bottle with barely any soil. He used like coconut peat at the top and he just fed the freaking plant water and fertilizer, and it grew more tomatoes than I've seen, and the plant didn't even die of blight. I was like, what the frick is this? Every tomato I've ever grown dies of blight within a few weeks. It usually lives just long enough to make the harvest, and then the blight takes it out. My assumption was that the tomato plant pulls just such a massive amount of nutrients from the soil that in making its tomato crop it absolutely decimates its own health. But no, I think it's blight, because the freaking video on YouTube was those plants were doing perfectly fine and they were stacked with tomatoes. So after I saw that, I was like, maybe I should give fertilizer a try, because it seems to help. I just sprinkled a few things. That, as well as seeing how little is needed. Because I didn't know how little was needed. I did once work on a farm with the fertilizer, and they used to take massive heaps of it. Like massive truckloads of fertilizer per field. But then you need to remember how large those fields are. So it makes sense. For a garden, you just need to sprinkle a few pellets. Ah, he shut him down. One thing I have found as well is there is definitely a sense of joy that comes with accomplishment. That's what helps to keep a schedule of what you do or what you plan to do. Basically having to-dos. And if you get your to-dos done, it's a very good mental reward of progress. It's also something that Mike Menser said in one of the videos, because there's a channel called Heavy Duty that does a lot of the old Mike Menser videos. He was basically one of the bodybuilders that was the biggest competition for Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the 70s. And just 1980, I think. And one thing he did say was, you have to be very disciplined about cataloging. Catalog how much you weigh. If you are busy basically trying to lose weight, build muscle, blah 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 blah, catalog it so you can actually get the semblance of progress. It's a very effective tool. And one thing I will also say that's the shock is when you fall off the wagon or when you lose your way for a short while, it's a very good way of getting back, because you got a benchmark of your last time, and the second you start measuring again, or you start weighing yourself again, or you start exercising again, you're like, that's where I was last time, because I have the notes that show it. So you don't lose who you are in the process. That's also useful, like being disciplined and diligent with keeping track of what you do. Yeah, well, they had two different philosophies. I think Arnold's philosophy was work, just like shift the most mass or weight per day. So he was just looking at combination of reps and weight, whereas Mike Menser was more focused on heavy intensity or high intensity, heavy duty training, specifically made to, he calls it engaging the growth mechanism, so that your body basically engaged in muscle growth and nothing more. You just engage and then immediately go over to healing, because your body needs to incorporate the additional muscle mass as well as recover. So he actually trained very little, but very intensely and very properly. Because it doesn't, you see these people, it's always funny, you see people in like the leg press and they're pressing their knees. True, it can definitely cause permanent damage, especially if you don't do it correctly. If you try and force it, I think the biggest problem with high intensity is when high intensity switches over to ego lifting. Because that trade-off, especially I was once in the gym and there were two dudes. They were quite young, and they were lifting enormous amounts of weight in the leg press because they were pushing their knees with their hands. It got so much attention from the gym that the owner actually went to go look and laugh, because he was like, this is not how you're supposed to do it. It's called the leg press, specifically called the leg press for a reason. So if your leg as intended cannot handle that amount of weight or the amount of reps, then it can't handle it. You shouldn't ego lift or push it in any weird way. The most important thing as well is you should never invite momentum. You need to move as controlled as possible. Not necessarily crazy slow. I think the idea was 4 seconds up rep, 4 seconds down is the main idea, which is actually quite intense. So that you don't have momentum, because momentum ruins the exercise. It changes it to something completely different. But one of the coolest things was also because Mike Mensah had a mentor. I just can't remember his name. I always forget his name. But at least his theory was the negative part of the repetition. The part where you actually release the weight, not lift the weight, but release it down from the flexed position to the starting position is the most crucial. If you can get that movement correct and controlled, it's like the best benefit. Yeah, I usually try to use the bicycle for that. Although, that's once when I got massively demotivated. I got my bicycle fixed up because I bought the cheapest bicycle I could possibly find. That was just not like just workable. It was in good shape. It just had some. It was just a bit old, but it had disc brakes, everything I really wanted it to have. It was just a bit old, like what's the name? A bit like forgotten. So it had a little bit of rust here and there, which I just sanded and added some oil and did a few things. But that bicycle, I think its tire burst. I just got its tire fixed, put in the slime, everything, and then the first time I cycled again, it got a stick through the tire, and I was like, oh. And I didn't ride bicycle again for a long time. Because of that. Just sometimes when you get a quick smack and you get a smack very quickly after that, frick, it can break your momentum so badly. Because I usually like doing exercising with a real bicycle. Just, I don't know why, I like it more. That and walking and running like outside. Which is weird because for exercise or for strength exercise I do it way differently. I just use the friggin' dumbbells. Although that being said, I use the dumbbells instead of the machines, because one thing that they said, like the 70s bodybuilders or the golden era bodybuilders, they say the new bodybuilders do too many machine exercises. So you can, I don't know how, but they have much better eyes for it, but they say they can see that the muscles are very focused, and the problem is that the minor tendons around those muscles are not trained enough, so they look slightly weird. They don't look rounded. Whereas if you use dumbbells and you use free weights, your muscles, because of the controlling tendons that actually control the positioning of the weight, they also exercise. It makes your muscles a lot more rounded and actually correct the way they should be. Uh-oh. Please turn faster. Okay. Hey! What was that? Did I get him? I tried to scout him. Okay, I only got one. I thought I got two. I didn't see. I was just like, please turn the freaking thing. This thing is agonizing how slow it turns. It's not the slowest, but it's agonizingly slow for a vehicle that's this light to have such a slow turret rate. At least I got one. I took one with me. But that's one thing that was useful for me, was the fact that what happened to me was I couldn't weigh myself because my scale broke, just frickin' randomly. Sometimes it's like the earth itself wants to give you a middle finger, and you just have to take it on the chin, figure out what to do, and then do it. And like, thank you planet, thank you for the middle finger, it's not appreciated, but you're gonna give it anyway. And then you just fix it and you keep going. So for 2 weeks I couldn't weigh myself, and then I got a new scale. Got a cheap one, because usually if something quality breaks, or something that I expected to be quality breaks, I usually say, okay, well, I'm going to do a cheap one now, because every now and again when you buy something dirt cheap, it's quality. I've got a $10 toaster that's lasted for 8 years now. It's weird, but the kettle didn't. The kettle broke in a year, but the toaster's lasted for 8. It's freaking weird. but it just happens that way. Sometimes it's like the factory forgot it was making cheap stuff, and there was one very dedicated factory worker in there was like, I'm gonna make you the best $10 toaster you've ever seen. I'm like, oh, thank you, factory worker, whoever made my toaster, thank you so much, because it is a durable friggin' thing. It's just every now and again one of the plates bend, the plates that carry the toast, and then you just bend it back, it slots back in, and then it's fine. every few weeks to months, you just have to bend the plate back, and then it's all perfectly good again. So for my scale, I'm doing that, getting a cheap one. Hopefully it works longer than the previous one. But yeah, so I missed out on a few weeks of being able to measure myself. Are you serious? How did that thing survive? Oh, I got an assist. Somebody stole it from me. Because that was supposed to be solidly mine. Somebody stole it. Frick. Let's take this one. But yeah, so now I'm weighing myself again. Beautiful. So yeah, motivation combined with progress tracking is very useful. There's this one, oh man, I can't remember his name. I think if there was a theme to today's stream, it would be I can't remember the name. Because I think that's come up a lot. But there's like let me just see if I can find the thing. I found this particularly useful. It's like been a very useful tool for me. Let's see. Aha! No, it's not this one. He just uses similar art. Basically, the dude said he wanted to use the systems that video games use for motivation. Basically, the idea of skill building. Don't know why. Why is it gone? Yeah, I can't see it at all for some reason. I thought it would be more popular than this. But basically, he just had the idea because video games are very good at incentivizing progress. Case in point, as I'm playing War Thunder. So if you can replicate the skill system behind this, or the reward system, then you can find a weird dopamine-based way of achieving progress. Where the frick are you shooting from? Okay, friggin', where are you shooting from? Stop it, it's hurting my feelings and my skin. Ah, for goodness sake. Yeah, so I can't find the specific video. I just know it was the idea of video game progress. That's quite useful because it just the idea of benchmarking what you do and your progress in what you do tends to be quite useful. But yeah, I haven't exercised in a while. Hopefully, because we're just 2 days away from spring here. Hopefully the sun comes out a bit longer and everything balances out a little bit better. And yeah, we'll do it again. It is due, that's for sure. Especially bicycle. Frick, I haven't used my bicycle in a while. Like last year I didn't do a lot in the winter. And this year I remember exactly why. Because freaking, either it's raining or it's cold wind or the sun's not out. Like you're like, I feel motivated. I wanna. Oh, the sun's down already. That's been my winter experience for a few days. This winter, like yes, time to end the. Oh, frick! The sun's down again. Because usually I want to do something in my workshop. I want to just try and build something. At least. Oh, you alive? No, that's a friggin'. Oh, that's wrong. Let me just see. Okay, let me try and sneak. What the frick? Where you gotta assist? Ah! What the heck is that thing? I need to get this loader improved, that's for sure. Problem loader. Let me see. Okay, deep breath, deep breath. He's coming. He's coming. I can hear him from that side. I can still hear him. I think he's coming around here. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Ah, are you? How did he survive that long against somebody else? That is just nuts. Alright, I'm gonna go with the jet. For goodness sake. I don't want to give attention to the zone. Frick, this bad weather. Okay, come on, let's get this thing lifting up. Please pick up speed. Oh, look at that. Look at those shocks. Okay, let's see, 220. Doink. Perfect. Oof, look at that. Look at that tail. Doink, 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 doink. Ding, 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 ding. Very neat. Except for that funky dongle at the front. There's a piece of the tail fin that's jutting to the front. That's a bit weird. It's definitely there in the older planes. It's freaky that you see it on a jet plane. That piece that's, I think it would be less aerodynamic. Okay. Yes, they chose it. They chose it to be that way. I think we're stuffed. Like Fenrir is desperately holding out. Not Fenris, but it's close. It's so close. Yeah, look at that. Oh, we are so stuffed. Dang, that's one-sided. Like, it's just a wipeout of our team's numbers. That's pretty rough. I actually think maybe for the closing match on this, I'll go to aviation and show you what I've been working on, because it's pulled a little bit of my attention off from ground, that's for sure. And it's been a while since I was that far back on a tech tree. So basically, I was in rank 2, rank 3 pushing China, because it was way back, and I saw we started getting challenges with China. I was like, well, only way to fix that is to actually get the vehicles. Hey, I need to pay more attention to this. It actually tells me my activity level. Although that's only when the match ends. Shame. And what's rough is that's 88%, because there are some challenges that need 85. That can be quite tough. That's good. That's good. Tank commander, he's good. Okay, that's not bad at all. I'm a massive fan of the loaders. So let's do that, and definitely targeting, because a lot of people told me targeting, and can't go anywhere without a good driver. So there you go. It's my only 6th crew. Okay, so China, we're rolling. We got this thing. This is a troublemaker. Now, I really want to get the KI, because the KI tree is just a lot more fun with Japan. So the Chinese variant's probably very similar. This one's not bad, but it really needed a tail gunner. It's not good without. This thing is gun central. Like, this thing is basically, if its fuselage wasn't so soft, or its tail flaps, this would have been the equivalent of the G8N1, but at 3.7. It is a very strong plane if its fuselage could just take more damage. So it can get ripped apart quite fast, but it can cover a lot of zones just with a heap of bullets. And the freaky thing is you can actually shoot with the nose machine guns. It's got several of them. I think at least 4. But I think it's another 2 at the front. I think it's supposed to be 8. Like total, it's the scene of Pearl Harbor. I think Pearl Harbor, when they do the Doolittle raid in that movie, I'm pretty sure they were flying B-25s, because they just got machine guns everywhere. Just look at this. Let me see. 6. Okay, so it's 6 at the nose. It's got enough ammo or enough payload to cover 1.5 bases. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you got the gunner. He's independent. And then you got 2. So literally your defensive gunner will start shooting at the nose gun while your pilots shoot as well. It's pretty freaky. It's got a good grind as well. 1.36. Good plane. This is my G8N1, my China tech tree, at least for now, because it's definitely unlocking a lot of other planes. It's not as good though. Obviously not, because it's friggin' 3.7 versus a 6.3 G8N1. But it's still pretty good. Like, I mean, if these side guns did a little bit more work, if it had a bottom gun, definitely, because it lacks that, and you can feel it. You can feel it lacks that bottom cannon. Promise you. It would be a lot better. Like, this was clearly a concept. This freaky idea of putting somebody in the back tail, it is a very alien concept to see something like that. At first it was weird to see it in the G8N1 because I think it's got the fin at the middle. But it's still weird seeing it on the B25. It's a weird feature. Like, what was the last plane to have something like this? I wonder, what was the last plane that had a defensive gunner? Like, basically the gun when they had a turret. Oh! The B-52 Stratofortress. Oh, that's recent. That's a recent one. So they basically just took out the wherever the gunner would have been, and then they just retrofitted it or adjusted it accordingly. So you drop 2. It uses pounds, but don't worry, they still work. Let's see. The words might be hocus pocus, but at least the boom boom just still goes boom boom. I wanted to drop. I honestly just want to drop and get it over with. It's like, no, it's not gonna work. Don't do that. All of them are gonna come from. Oh, I got a KI-100. I'm in big trouble. I want to reach that base. Also, this thing's engine warms up if you keep 100. It needs to go at like 95. Then it's chill. Oh, let's see. 6. Start shooting. Start covering the. Why am I getting him so wrong? There you go. Come on. Come on. Cover him. Come on, get the record. Ooh, he stopped. It is a bit embarrassing how so many 50 cals can be shooting at something and still not take him down. There, finally. Activate. Open the bomb bay door. I don't think we're going to get back to base, but at the very least we can do this. I think I'm hearing another engine. I think. Okay, let's see. Ooh, it can still balance. We have a chance. Hey, so, ooh. Where is he? Where is he? Okay, at least we got the hit. Where's the... There you go, view. Where is he? Where is he? Where the heck did he go? Oh, there he is. Coward! Okay, so the Stratofortress was the last one. That's quite a modern one. Watch me get folded. No! Sounds pervy. Let's see. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I've been rolling with them. Oh my goodness! That's like seeing Star 3. Shout out to Mr. 15! Shout out to Tom! That's freaking good to see you over there. It's beautiful. That's been, yeah, correct. It's been a while. Very, very good. Like every now and again somebody comes back. I haven't seen Spoo Gamer in a long time, but that's good to see. I'm gonna roll one more on this just for the sake of it because I want to see if I can do a bit better. But yeah, that's my Chinese tech tree. We're getting into it because I want to get those freaking. I want to get the vehicles, and if I want to get the vehicles, I need to get everything up above rank 3. And we got the cash. Like we got the 5.3 million, so. It's got machine guns everywhere. If the fuselage could only take more damage, I'd be very happy with it. Like it's basically, to me, it's a soft G8N1. It just doesn't have that... it doesn't have the punching power of the G8N1, because it doesn't have 20 mils. But it's still pretty good. Let me just see. There's this one. I've been looking at... Nah, I've been looking at these that explode. There you go. That's why I stuck with Universal, dang it. I like it if it's got some penetrating power, but I want it to make the incendiary. I want it to make the explosion. Because I've been shot by quite a few planes and then I just end up burning to pieces. And I just get one good hit on me. It's quite frustrating. So I want to do the same. I want to join in and spread the misery. Let's just see what's going on in here. Oh man, people. Let's keep diving. Do you agree? He looks very excited. Do you agree with my plan to dive? Like, you do realize we're going to pick up speed. That engine is going to struggle. It's like, okay. Just look at that. He really needs the bathroom. It's like having a real tough time. Just hold it, man. We need to get to the target. And we got 8 likes. That's freaking awesome. But yeah, this thing is good. I just wish it had a gunner at the bottom. Because it needs it. Freaking needs that. And I wish it didn't go down so fast. It just takes... It doesn't take a lot of hits to hurt this thing badly. That's the only problem I have with this plane. Then it would have been really good. The fact that it's got, you know, nose guns that you can control is awesome. I think the last time I've had that was the PE2. I don't see those often, so it's a really good feature. It's an appreciated feature. Let's see if we can shoot this one down. It's also a bit slow to turn, but then again it is a bomber, so what do you expect? I am slowing down, I'm reducing speed, man. Get the wing wobble under control. That's my other problem, is it's... Where is he? See, no guy, no... I've got no aim on him. That is a big problem with this plane. I love the G8N1, it can do that, but this one can't. Oh man, what's the news? I hope it's good news. Let's see. That does sound cool. Especially if there was like a long-term plan. That's very, very good. Ooh. Yo, I don't know. You see, that's the one problem I have with this thing is its durability is a bit lacking. The G8N1 can take a bit more of a punch than this. Good, it's got a lot of good ammo and such, but it just lacks the durability to take on a fight. Heavy fighters can flatten factories with the second gear. Well, especially with all those machine guns, definitely. Let's see. Maybe it'll turn into a kill later, because I got one of them on critical. Oh, rookie. Let me show you something. The G8N1 is not just spaded. Come on, Jet, you're stealing my life. Get us. There you go. Let me show you. The G8N1 is not just spaded in my inventory. It is also aced. The G8N1 is the first plane I ever aced. Oh, it's worth it. I'm busy pushing to get my vitality maxed. This crew is almost maxed out. Like, the pilot is almost maxed out. The logistics is almost maxed out. Defensive is the furthest away probably from all of them. And it's still pretty maxed out. So, I do think, because I love the KI-100, and I do think the reason I love it might be because of my stats on it. Because I also aced the KI-100, so it flies. The thing about this plane, for example, it flies very badly sometimes, but then there are these few times that it flies so good. This plane has given me the best battle results of any plane. Whenever I need to get kill count, I use the KI-100. It always gets it done at some point. This thing has given me 3, 4, 5, 6 kills in matches. It is an amazingly good plane when it comes to dogfighting. Lacks speed. Doesn't do good in a like all-out chase. But man, does it do good in dogfighting. And shout out to Starov3. It is very good to see you over there. As I'm coming to the end of the stream. But yeah, these are the two that I have aced. Is the KI-100 and the G8N1. Let me actually see how the crew's doing. This is my best crew. Ironically, the G8N1 basically pushed this crew to the max. So halfway with the B7A2, The J7W1 is nowhere near. So that's how we're doing. No, I don't. Let me quickly see. Come on, machine. This thing's just working in the background. Thank goodness the keyboard's working again. Because it wouldn't work earlier. Okay. Oh, okay, I see. So that's a lot. With one L. Because he's got 177k. Oh, there he goes. I see. He's got War Thunder. But no, I don't. The only ones I really know about is what I think it's Matsy and Spookston. This is thanks to the generosity of Captain Meow. I managed to get he gifted me a Vidar as well as Battle Pass for Golden Eagles, and we spent on this slot as well. So we got a 6th crew slot in Sweden. So that's where the Golden Eagles went. I need to get this one. 7. It's probably going to become 24 as soon as that other match ends. And this one's going to be a bit freaky, but that's okay. Oh, it has to be rank 3 and above. But I am definitely in it to win it to get this. Definitely this one. But ideally, if I can push it all the way up to this one. Because we need vehicle. Oh my. Smoked Chipotle better. Oof. I don't know where that like comes from. I just know I've had Taco Bell once, and Taco Bell was probably some of the best fast food I've ever had. Just because when I ate it, I was like, I cannot believe this is fast food. It was hard to believe. It's just got such flavor. It was hard to believe that it came from a fast food restaurant. So they are pretty freaking good. I was very impressed. Okay, I think we'll end it there, and I will have the stream tomorrow again. Like at some point, I keep talking about it, but at some point, I'm definitely gonna have to do a few things like improve the freaking computer, so I can actually do something else. We can fix this freaking storage situation. We can definitely get some improvements going. Maybe stream something else again. Yeah, no, I know what it is. I can't remember for fact. No, I'm thinking about sriracha sauce. I'm thinking about sriracha. But I think what happened was somebody gave me a gift of like snacks, and Chipotle sauce was one of them. I think, if I remember correctly. So I have had it. Pretty sure. Okay, people. Let me actually get the back screen going. I should actually make an outro music or something. But thank you. Whoops. There you go. But thank you very much, everybody. It's been Edit of Side with the War Thunder stream. And as you can see, we are progressing. As always, we will get further and further. I will set up the raid on Twitch for Futcher. And yes, then I hope you all have a very good day. We'll be streaming again tomorrow. I hope you all have a very good day. And this has been Edit of Side. And we got 9 likes, if I didn't say that earlier. Bye-bye.